Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my makeshift booth. So massive thanks to my other half, but we've made a little booth. So you'll see ceiling's all covered. We're going to try and prime the car today. So yeah, it's a big day I guess. It's going to see where all my weeks and weeks of on and off sanding has got me really. I need to get it done. I'm losing sleep over it. I need to know where I'm at. I'm lost with it really. I've got it to the best I can possibly get with regards to smoothness of the car. It's really hot in here, it's like a greenhouse, so I picked quite a good day to do it. But yeah, let's see how we get on. So quick walk around the car and then I've got to panel wipe it and then we just got to get on with it really. Right, so I think I've done all the repairs I can. Obviously there's some parts of the car that are bare metal, I'm going to focus on them first. I've not masked the boot off, I'm just going to dust it in. I'm not too bothered, I've not painted it yet. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Quick look at her and let's get on with it. Right, so it's getting very hot in my my tent. I panel wiped the whole car now. I didn't do all of it on camera, but it's kind of time to get some primer on it, I think. Just going with a full sort of filler high build primer. Just sort of a ready mixed one, so I've read quite good reviews on it. A few people have used it. So yeah, I'm just gonna crack on and get it on. So what I'm gonna do is go around the edges of the door, around the edges of the boot lid, or like the underside of it, and then I'm gonna spot prime all my repairs, so the bare metal bits, the bits I've used filler work on. And then we'll hit the whole car, but I think in this weather it's not going to take long to dry, so let's just get on with it. Further ado, let's do it. Right, so I've got to do another coat on the roof yet. It's not really taking very well for that paint. I did fear it. It's old acrylic paint, obviously. I've gone down to pretty much their base coat, but it's still not happening. It's covering well, I just think it needs a bit more. So I'm going to go over it, but the rest of the car's covered really well. That quarter I had a lot of issues with seems to have covered okay. A-panel wise, there's a few pinholes right there, seeing the filler, so I'll sort that. Really happy with my repair here, really happy with it. Obviously there's going to be some seam sealer going in there. Yeah, it's sort of getting there. So, really sorry for this, it's really quite hard to film in here, it's not as much space as I wanted. But, yeah, you can see the roof's quite streaky. I'm going to turn the fan up a little bit on my gun and try and sort that out. Get a really nice coat. Bloody masking's falling off. This quarter's come out well. I noticed a little bit of a sort there. I've noticed a few little bits and bobs that I haven't prepped very well, I'll be honest. But that's why you get it in primer, so you can sort of see where you're at. But we're getting there. It's one colour. I've done the inside of the boot lid, the inside of this door, just so I do that door. Done the boot hinges, just put them down out of the way, they're already dry. So I'm just going to do around the outside of this door, just panel wiped it, and then I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to do the outside of the doors. So yeah, that's the next task. Tell you something though, this is good. You know, it's keeping pretty much all the dirt out. This is all a big test run really. This whole car is test. So obviously guys are going to comment below that I'm doing things wrong, but you're not going to know until you learn. So this is all a massive test for me. Yeah, and I needed to see where I'm at, and I have really seen that I've done some quite good jobs on stuff and then some quite bad jobs on stuff, so we're getting there. So I'm just going to sort out those bits, and I'm going to stop for a bit of lunch because it's hot in here. This mask is doing an awesome job, so you know, I'm not breathing in any rubbish, but yeah, so let's get on with it. Let's get set up, let's get the door sorted and move forward. Right guys, so I bring it all back in. I've just got the outside of the doors to paint now. Bonnet I've not even thought about. Bonnet can stay till last. Boot hinges are done, boot lid's done and out of the way. Boot lid's come out really well, so I thinned the paint down a bit. Now I've got a ready-made mix, which said didn't need any thinner, but clearly it does because it goes on quite thick. You probably see the roof looks still quite blotchy. I've scotched the roof back now, and basically the paint was just drying as it was coming out of the gun. So lesson learnt there. I painted it probably in the hottest part of the day, which didn't help. But the rest of the car's come out pretty well. It has highlighted a few areas that I need to just work on. Like here we've got a little bit of a low spot in the repair that I did, so I just need a bit sort out there. There's a few little bits and pieces over the car really that just need sorting out and fettling, but it has come out pretty well. So you can sort of, it feels quite dry on the roof, especially the roof. It was in direct sunlight, but it should come out well. Front end's come out well. Really happy with this. Remember, this is all repaired. Yeah, it's completely dry now, the car, but it's come out really well. Quite happy with it. Obviously I repaired this quarter. This feels really nice as well. I just need just a little bit more festal there. I think we'll go with that. On the roof there's a few little bits and pieces that just need tidying up. Yeah. So obviously remember, I am not a professional at this. I am just another guy in the garage with a makeshift spray booth. We're going to get these doors sorted now, and then that's everything that I want primed for now. I'm sort of making a bit of a game plan in my head of how I'm going to paint the car, so I'm going to let this cure completely overnight. I know you can start sanding it, filling it now. It's been about 3 hours since I've actually done this now, but I just don't want to. I'm just going to leave it overnight to cure a bit more. Then I'm going to sort of go around with a marker pen. I'm going to mark out all the little bits that I'm not quite happy with. We'll sort them, flat them, prime them again if we have to. Yeah, it's like a few pinholes and a little bit of the filler work that I've done on the A panels and stuff like that. And obviously, if I had the correct tool in the beginning, I wouldn't have had to do any of that. But it's lesson learned, isn't it? So doors are ready to go. I'm going to thin down the primer a little bit. I've got a little bit left. Should get the doors sorted. I basically hit the car with, the whole car's had about 3 coats of primer, quite heavy coats because obviously it wasn't thinned, and the doors are going to get the same. So hopefully the doors come out like the boot lid. Boot lid's come out really well. It literally needs a little fettle in one area on the boot, and to be fair, I could scotch it and paint it. Really happy with the repairs on it. It's come out really well. But yeah, it's awesome to see it all in one colour, because it got quite daunting really, seeing it all in different shades and different textures, and I just needed to do this to get it where I wanted it, and I'm quite happy with it. I mean, considering I've never done something on this scale, it has really come out quite well. So yeah, it's not going to be a show car, it's going to be a user. It's going to get stuff chucked in it, it's going to get used, driven about, stone chips, repainted over the years. It is what it is. It's, you know, you got to remember this is a budget build, but I want it to look the best I possibly can. But I am not a specialist in any of this whatsoever, so just doing what I can. So let's get set up and let's get these doors sorted. That's the doors done. So you saw earlier on in the day I did the underside of the doors. Unfortunately I've got no way at the moment of standing them up, so it's just that's where I'm going to have to do it. But for me, being on a driveway, it's going to make life a lot easier, because I can paint like the insides of things, then come back to it and stuff like that. But really happy how they've come out. I mean, you've seen the door skinning episode. I had to put a minor bit of filler in each corner of the door, just I think mainly where I've been playing around fitting it. But you can just see, camera focuses, how clear they are, how straight they are, sorry. But yeah, quite happy with it. A bit of crud in it there, but really happy with it. So they just need flattening back now. Everything's primed. Yeah. Right guys, so that is the car, bar the bonnet and the numplate lamp primed. Numplate lamp I've dug out of my unit. It's one off my sidewalk that I originally sticker bombed. So if you can remember the massive craze there was with sticker bombing cars and stuff like that, I sticker bombed it ready to go on a car. Then the car was off road for a few years longer, and I thought, no, I can't do this to the car. And then I got hold of another one which came in like a job lot of bits, and that got painted and put on that car. But anyway, I've got the one for this car, obviously, because the one that came on this car is a bit bent. So I've sort of peeled all the stickers off. So that was a job I was meant to do last night, but never got around to it. But she's in primer. Sorry if all the plastic's rattling around, but got a Clubman that's all one colour, so it should make life a bit easier. I have noticed a bit more things picking up on, you know, bits and bobs as I go around, but that's why you do this, you know. I think I'm going to priming the car twice, but yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So it's a case of letting all this dry off and then flatten the primer. So I'm probably going to use wet and dry paper, go over the whole car, try and get it baby smooth. But before I do that, I'm going to go over all my areas that I've noticed with some stopper, so basically some really fine filler putty, sort all that out. But yeah, I haven't noticed as much as I thought I would, so I'll give myself a bit of credit there. But the car's not painted yet, guys, so let's not get too excited, but we're getting there, and that's the main thing. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We are getting so close to colour now, so close. I mean, this is as close as it's ever been, obviously. Obviously there'll be people out there going, what are you doing, painting in on your driveway basically like this? But this is all I've got to work with, so you work with it. I've got a bit of extraction in the side, so I'm wearing a full mask and stuff. Yes, I could have an air-fed mask, yes, that is that much, but it's my personal life that I'm putting at risk here. I'm going in and painting a bit and going, I'm doing it all in sections. I'm not in here a lot, so yeah, quite happy with it. And the paints I'm using aren't massively harmful in the grand scheme of things, especially doing it outside and doing it in stages. So comment below what you think. and yeah, I learnt my lesson. Don't paint the car in such a hot part of the day because it comes out dry. So that's why the roof, like I say, I started scuffing the roof up and scotching it just to make sure, but it was just dust coming off, so I didn't do anything wrong basically. I was worried that the original paint underneath was reacting and stuff like that because it was just laying like that. I was like, oh. But lesson learnt, you know, I show you all my mistakes as much as I show you the things I get right. So yeah, you can already see all of this is drying. It's literally been like, you know, 20-30 minutes since. So catch you next one, guys. I'll probably bring you back in before I actually do a paint episode, just to see where I'm at, see what I've had to repair, see my method maybe of sanding it down. People do it differently, you know. I've learned off, you know, friends that work in body shops. I've learned through watching YouTube myself and forums. I'm just putting all that into practice really. So catch you next one, guys. Stay safe, and bronze yellow is coming very soon.